Welcome to Mission to Inspire, where we share life experiences in our careers, personal lives, society, culture, religion, finance, family, and much more. Meet your host, Shola Ajibade, as she takes you on a ride to fuel your inspiration.
Me, a lot of business people have asked me, why don't you charge? Why aren't you charging for those videos? But we thought, no, hang on, it's best to give first, right? And it's amazing when you give, you might get $1 out, but if you give it with a good heart, you're going to get $100 back, right?
Yes.
But if you charge for every video, you're going to cut your market down. People are astonished at the quality of the videos. They're so astonished. They say to you, how come you're not charging? I said, because when we give and people get better, they recommend us.
Yes. That's true. Referral is one of the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And of course, the information is given very clearly. You take this amount, that's why. And most people will charge for that. Well, we don't because we want people to come back to us and realize we are the experts, right? And then if it's a complicated case, they call us and we make the appointment. And then before you know it, they just added another subscriber and so on and so on, right? To give you an example how popular it's been, we've now clocked up 590 odd subscribers.
Yes, that's true. I saw that on there. Yeah.
And nearly over 34,000 views in 2 years. 34,000.
Wow.
And this has all been grown organically.
Yes.
So, that there are some people who buy subscribers and stuff. We don't. So.
We don't. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. That shows the reality of the products.
Exactly.
Basically. Yeah.
When you ask the question about our products, everybody is different, right? Okay. Now we've got an arsenal of good products, right? We've got 28 different products that we can tap into, and they've been rated at 5 stars independently and Platinum Plus. I can guarantee we know the top biochemists that tested them. We know them. And out of 3,000 companies, this is going to shock you. Out of 3,000 supplement companies, 1,200 were deleted. They were that bad. They were deleted as supplements, right? They're still selling. It couldn't even rate at half a star. Couldn't even rate at that. So the company we picked in 1998, that company's 5 stars and Platinum Plus. It's like the Rolls Royce of vitamins. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So that's what we've got, right? Now, on top of that, they keep improving their vitamins. They've got 90 odd scientists working for that company. They keep improving it. Plus, on top of that, the other arsenal we've got is that we've got 28 fruit trees, including an olive tree. Okay. And then we've got 48 medicinal herbs, right? And then we've got 16 vegetables that we plant at any time in summer, right? Now, so we can make a cocktail of 4 herbs from our garden, and that will clear many, many colds and viruses and what else, 4. And one of them is olive leaves. We use olive leaves as for tea.
And also, apart from supplements, the company also does skincare.
Yes.
So there's a lot of skincare out there which are maybe branded and very well known. However, they contain a lot of chemicals, which is not healthy for your skin.
Yes.
So the ones that we recommend, they are totally natural.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh.
So when you combine the best vitamins in the world, the best tools in the world, and the best medicinal herbs in the world, the best, right? And just to give you an idea, this is gonna make you think. We discovered there was an olive tree in Israel, and we found out it was 980 years old.
Wow.
It was on the border with Lebanon, right? That tree was 23 feet wide. That's how old it was. And it was black from age. And it was still bearing olives, still.
Wow.
Right? And so we've grown we got 4 olive trees in our backyard, 4, right? 2 big ones, one's 18 feet, one's in 15 feet after 8 years. And guess what? We use the olive leaves as a medicine for tea, making tea. Yeah.
Oh.
And we add other things to it. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
So you grow olive tea in your back garden?
Yes.
Because if you, in case you're not aware, if you go to health food shops, they do actually sell olive tea as well.
They do.
Olive leaf tea.
Yeah,
but it's dried and it's processed and you're paying for it.
Yeah.
And you're paying. Yes, that's true. That is very true.
From us, you get the fresh leaves, which is more potent.
Yes.
Okay.
See,
so do you just boil the leaf? Do you add it to hot water?
What you do is, first of all, the tree must be grown organically.
Organically, okay.
That's what we do. We've got access to a mineral base from Scotland, and those minerals will give you 88 minerals for your trees. 88 minerals, 1 bag of minerals, right? We put that around all our fruit trees every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks, we put like a spoonful or 2. And we've got, in 8 years, we've got 1 olive tree, which has gone to 18 feet tall, right?
Wow.
And so what happened as a result is that those trees, the olive leaves are full of oil, and it's fresh. Now, when you buy from a health food shop, for example, or a pharmacy, dried olive leaves, there's not much left. It's dry. There's no oil, right? But they'll make out the same with bay leaves. They make it dry. Our bay leaves we pick from our front yard every day fresh, right? Now, so when the olive leaves have got the oil in them, the medicine's there. That's where it is, like that. So when we give people that, we use a mixture of, for example, olive leaves, raspberry leaves, kaffir leaves, and bay leaves. That's our medicine, our base. On top of that, we got oregano, we got marjoram, we've got sage, we've got thyme, and then we've got 6 different types of thyme, flowering thyme, the lemon thyme. You should smell our teas that we make fresh for the
wow.
Really.
I would really like to smell your tea and taste them as well.
Just to finish on that bit, once they've tasted our tea, they ask us what should we planting at home. So when we give them examples of what they should be buying, and then they go home and they start planting pots of thyme, right? And then they start drinking tea every day, and their family gets better and better and better.
Of course.
Yeah. They look at you and they say, "Where'd you get this tea from? Which shop?" I said, "Backyard."
And the other thing is about food as well. A lot of people, they will say, yes, they're eating certain foods, but we also show them how they should actually cook it to get the nutrition value out of it.
Okay.
People may be overcooking the food on high heat, and that kills most of, or using microwave. So that kills most of the nutrition, or if not all of it.
Yes.
So you may be eating a carrot and you say, yes, I'm eating carrots, but first of all, are you peeling it? Are you boiling it? These are the areas where some people would have gone wrong in preparing it.
Yep.
Which is why they may be eating the foods, but they may not be getting the nutrition from these foods.
You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked at what I'm going to tell you. We have people that buy organic carrots.
Yeah.
And guess what they do? They peel it. They boil it. And then they boil it. Now, the moment you peel a carrot, the minerals are in the skin.
Oh, they're in the skin.
Yes. There's a bit inside the body, but it's basically in the skin. And then they end up putting the skin in the compost. Yeah. Or rubbish, you see. You should never peel a carrot, an organic carrot. Just cook it the way, like steam it or raw. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
Yes. Right? Yeah. So on that note, we would like to hear success stories. So from everything that you said, I know there will be so many success stories from your customers.
Well, we can pick 2 for you.
Yeah, we picked 2 basically. So I'll go with the first one.
Yeah.
few years ago, I think about 6 years ago, there was this critical care nurse.
Yes.
She was I think she was 23 at the time. And she had been suffering from migraines for over 10 years since she was like, and the migraines affected her so badly that she could not work. She was always off work because of the migraines. If you understand migraines, it's a lot more serious than a headache. Basically, you want to just hide in the room, sleep, and close the shut the curtain, stuff like that. You just want to be in dark room and left alone. She was enduring this for 10 years. Then it getting worse and worse to the extent that she started looking for solutions. So she went to specialist doctors and surgeons in at least 3 countries: UK, France, and Belgium. All of these professionals said the same thing. They did x-rays, did a scan, and they said, you've got a tumor in your brain. Let's operate. Now remember, she's a critical care nurse. She takes care of patients after they've gone through operations. She's seen what it's like. She knows what it's like to be the patient. She didn't want to be the patient. Fortunately, her dad knew about us. Her dad was a cameraman, and we had been on radio show and TV shows. So dad knew of us, knew what we did, and he told the daughter, as a last resort, before you go for these operations, come and see Ronald and Petrina. So she did. And we did the checkup on her. Non-invasive checkup using our technique. So there was no blood test, there was no scans and stuff like that. And we discovered that the migraines was partly due to her lifestyle. It caused a lot of toxicity build up in her brain over the years. What was she doing wrong? Because she was working long hours, finishing late, and she was young. So what was her food like? She was eating a lot of takeaways. Okay, she was eating like fried chicken, burgers and stuff, chips and stuff. And all that toxicity and chemicals in those fast foods had gone into her body and up to her brain. What the other specialists said that was tumor, it was really toxicity in her brain area. So she followed our recommendations, and like I told you, we recommended a lot of good top quality supplements, and also asked her to change her food and lifestyle and fiber as well to detoxify herself naturally. And as I mentioned just now, she was recommended to take at least 16 magnesium calcium tablets of what we recommended. Although the label on the bottle said take 2 to 4 maximum. Remember, she was given like at least 4 times more the amount. She took it, and she's got well. She got well.
Within days.
And now you didn't come back. The migraine didn't come back.
No. Like she did. I'll tell you why. So like I said, we always like to follow up. So she got well within days, and she was well for like 3 months. So around 2-3 months later, I called her up just to follow up, and she says, I've been okay, but last night, before she spoke to me, the migraines came back. So I asked her, I said, are you doing everything that we told you to? She said, yes. By that time, she had dropped the amount of tablets the supplements that she was taking. She was reduced. So I said, no, that's fine. I said, you're eating everything, you're following everything that we recommended. She said, yes. And I said, you must be doing something wrong. And then she confessed. She said, by the way, the night before, I was working late, I was tired. I went back to my old habits. I bought the fried chicken again. I ate it, and now I realized that's what's triggered it. So from then she learned, and now 6 years later, she's even had her first child already. So she's managed to.
We're not telling you the brand, but what it was chicken nuggets. So you can guess what that was.
Yes.
You know what was amazing? When we took the photography of her eyes, okay, you see here, this is where your brain starts from here up, right? There's a blood-brain barrier here, and the toxicity from the chemicals was so heavy, it had gone through that brain barrier into and lodged itself just below the brain. Okay.
Right.
Because the brain was then saying, hang on, I don't want this rubbish here. And so they kept giving him migraines. Right. Now, the 3 different doctor people from Belgium, France, and England to drill into her brain They did. They wanted to drill in her brain, and she said, "I'm a critical care nurse. No way. I'm not doing that."
No.
But now, after a few months, she came really good. No more headaches.
Oh, that's good.
And she's now starting a family.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a very good. Yeah, that's a very good outcome.
It is, and this one is going to rock you. This lady saw me on TV, right? And I was explaining about certain foods, right? What food contain what and so on. And she must have been desperate. She was flicking all the channels, like food channels and whatever. She came to this channel.
Ronald was on channel 203, and that channel Sky has like 500 channels.
Yes.
So she was flicking from 101 to 203.
And she got it, and she saw me speaking, and I was explaining about the power of certain foods, right? And she said to herself, "My gosh, this is a man who knows what he's doing." So she rang the station, okay?
Yeah.
How can I get hold of this man? And then so the station gave her the number. She rang Petrina. She spoke to Petrina for 1 hour. 1 hour. No. And why did that so? She was suspicious. And we knew why. She finally agreed to come. Anyway, so we took the history. 47 doctors for about over the last 40 plus years, 47 doctors, specialists from Harley Street.
She was suffering from something called psoriasis.
Psoriasis, which is like a very severe form of eczema, okay? Is that your skin bleeds. In her case, it bled from her head, bled all the way down to her toes. She was covered in bleeding sores.
Imagine over 40 years of this.
Yeah, 40 years of pain, right? So anyway, I photographed her eyes, and within about 20 minutes, I found what the problem was. And I'll tell you what it was in her case. She was eating red meat every day. Red meat.
Oh, red meat.
Every day. And I know from my 30 years of study on red meat tastes good. It's good in soup and so on. But she was eating so much of it that the meat was rotting in her gut. Rotting, you see, because the red meat takes 92 hours to break down. 92 hours.
92 hours.
92 hours. So you get what I'm saying? So if you're eating meat on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday's meat is coming out on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Get it? Tuesday.
It will never get out if you eat it every day.
Exactly. It will never get out. So she'd build up about probably 25 kilos of waste.
My God.
Right? And so that waste was so putrid, it had to come out. So it came out to the skin. It couldn't come out anywhere else. It came out to the skin. So it was bleeding to the skin, and the bleeding was getting the waste out.
Yeah.
But some of those doctors, they must have charged about £58,000 in fees.
Okay.
This is like Harley Street specialist, everything. Huge money, right? And we fixed her. Over 6 months. It cost her £1,800, including our treatment and the supplements. How's that?
Right,
the doctors kept giving her creams and lotion and potions and chemicals. It just made it worse. I'll tell you why it made it worse. When poison is trying to come out of you to psoriasis, you don't rub stuff on your skin to push it, because what it does it might disappear for a week. It might, but guess what? You're pushing it back into the liver, back in the kidneys, back in the joints, and after you
back,
it rolls back in the lot. Get it? So in other words, when you start the detoxification treatment, you must keep on detoxing until your skin's cleared.
Right. Okay.
Now imagine the relief. She did listen to us. We gave her exactly what to do, and guess what? 8 weeks later, the psoriasis halved in damage, severity.
Right.
4 to 8 weeks it was. Took 16 weeks for that, 4 months. 40 years, right? So in 4 months, the psoriasis is gone. We actually wrote a guide about it. So was that spectacular?
Just to give you an idea of the severity, when she came to see us for about 2 hours, our wooden floor was white like snow by the time she left.
Yes.
I had to vacuum it.
From the skin.
It was just white as snow.
Yeah.
The floor.
Yes.
And can you imagine 40 years she was living like that? in her own house.
Yeah.
She was cooking for family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sleeping with her husband.
And lucky we got strong stomachs. When she left, Petrina was vacuumed. It was actually blood stains and skin on the floor.
On the floor.
Or our clinic floor. And she was wearing a long dress, but just the rub of the dress on the skin was just taking the skin out.
Oh my God.
Like a really, really, really bad case of sunburn. Really bad. And she'd been like that for 40 odd years.
Wow.
Imagine the relief after 4 months. Bang, done. So we said to ourselves, we've had a spectacular result here. We've actually done the proper work of 40 odd doctors. We've done the work.
Yeah.
So we could tell you chapter and verse on many, many more cases, but these were the spectacular ones. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But that is so inspiring what you've done, to be honest. It's so inspiring what you've done. You know, the recommendation and the follow through and the feedbacks you got. It's really inspiring, to be honest. Yeah. Very inspiring.
Well, to give you proof of that, we've received so far in the last 2 years, we received 32 5 stars review. Every one of them 5 stars. 32
5 stars.
5 stars review.
That's brilliant. Brilliant.
You don't get that by being stupid. You don't.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
So you.
By the way, I've got a goal to live till 120.
Really?
Yes, and I reckon I can.
You can, yes.
Yeah, I reckon I can, because I haven't had the cold or flu for 35 years.
120 is a good age.
Yep. Well, my great grandmother lived till 103, and she wasn't good. She died in her sleep with no disease whatsoever, none.
Yeah, I think the goal is to live long and also live healthy as you can. Not only live long, because many people may be living a long life, however they may be sick for many years.
Yeah.
So that's not really the ideal goal.
Yeah. To illustrate that point, I saw one spectacular case where this woman got Alzheimer's at the age of about 48. And really bad Alzheimer's, lost everything, lost all the memory. You look at her, she was gone, right? And anyway, she lived till she was still living at 68.
Yes.
And she'd been in a nursing home for 20 years, absolutely like a vegetable. 20 years, just totally blank, no brain, gone. So you know, it was absolutely pointless to try and help her. It was just the brains were scrambled. And she was so bad at age 48, she ended up in the nursing home.
48.
48, yeah. And the people that do the nursing homes, they're like, they got the patience of saints, you know, amazing. You know, I couldn't do that work. I mean, you're dealing with someone like completely lost it, you know, like that.
Yes.
And I thought, if it's a pity I didn't meet her when she was about 44, 45, I could have turned it around. But it wasn't to be, just one the way it is, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. But you see that is the problem with a lot of people. They don't seek treatment. The moment they get a bad sign, they don't seek treatment. They wait and they wait and they wait. You shouldn't wait. You should go and get treatment straight away, because that can stop you from being sick longer than later. Make sense? Yeah.
Wow.
Right. You want to know?
Wow. Wow. To be honest, now I see the power of herbs and plants, you know. So I can you know, from what you're saying, I can visualize definitely the value of herbs and plants, and we see them every day around us. But hey,
well, to give you how observant we are, I went with Petrina to Oxford Street. Okay. Now, that is one of the dearest pieces of real estate in the world. You know that, where they sell the perfume, right?
Right.
I was there for about an hour, just very discreetly observing the women coming in and buying perfume, buying foundation, buying lipstick. And most of them were paying around 400 to 600 pounds. They were walking out with bags of stuff, right?
Yes.
Anyhow, what actually happened is that I was watching that. Now, we can actually help your skin for less than 200 pounds, right? And your skin is alive from inside, not from the outside.
Yeah.
You see the difference? Right? And so if you look at people paying 400 pounds to 600 pounds a month, every month, all the way through, what actually happens then is that you actually spending a lot of money on outside beauty, when with 1/3 of that money, you could do it and be truly healthy inside and outside. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then there's a saying that says beauty comes from inside, isn't it?
Absolutely. Every time. Not from outside. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we have been given that wisdom from our forefathers, and we've taken the next step up and moved it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Can you tell us challenges that you've encountered on the way?
The main challenge we can think of is most people are not placing priority on their health and wellness. Many of them, irrespective of whatever financial situation they may be in, we've a lot of wealthy people who can afford it. They own big houses, great cars. They go on holidays many times a year. They spend on luxury items like phones. Some people, they change their cars every year. Some people, they upgrade their phones every year or even twice a year. However, when it comes to their health, they don't prioritize that. And what we say is that what is the point of living in a big mansion when you're sick? Yeah. So, and also, for example, you might be servicing your car or even the boilers. If you're in, a cold country, we have boilers. Most people service their car at least once a year, or the boilers once a year. Many people do not even go for their own health checkup once a year. They leave it till when they feel unwell to have their health check. And this is the main challenge that we're doing our best to educate people to prioritize their health. Because as we discussed, what's the point of living to 100, 120 when you're sick for 10, 20, 40 years?
That's true.
And the thing is, it's not only saying that, yes, it's okay, it's my life, so I want to suffer towards my old age. That's not my business, none of your business. But what I'm saying is that when you're ill, it affects your loved ones as well.
Sure.
So why would you want to put the people that you care about having to look after you in your old age?
True. Very true. Very true.
We see people coming out of Rolls Royces, Bentleys, Maseratis, and they're limping. They're limping, or they're bent over in half, right?
And when we recommend, say, supplements or some food items, which may cost maybe like 10, 20 pounds, 50 pounds. They actually quibble about the thing. They actually said, I can't afford it, or I don't want to spend on it. And they have got they've got the latest mobile phones. They come out of, they've got the most expensive cars.
Yep. Big TVs.
And I think the other challenge that I can think of is the duration of time as well. For example, we say our consultations at least 90 minutes to 2 hours. A lot of people say they can't afford that time to come and see us.
Right.
Well, say, you take holidays, you go for a holiday for a week, a month, many times a year. You watch a movie, which is 2 hours long. You watch a match, a football match, or a match, which is a couple of hours long.
Yes.
You could be entertaining and meeting your friends and family every weekend or every week for a few hours or half a day or, one whole day. Why can't you just spend one session of 2 hours, twice a year, once a year for your own health?
Very true. Very true. And it's a health as well, isn't it?
Oh, look, when you look at, say, the way we live our life, right? We've got a good car, but it's not super expensive, right? We haven't got a mansion. Doesn't matter. Our mansion is inside us. Okay. Now, Why does that feel good? Because at the age of 75, like I said, we haven't had a cold for 35 years. 35 years, no colds, no flu, no viruses. Okay. Now, when you look at that, when you are 75, 76, and you're achieving that, that means you can go on for another 24, 25, 30 years, and you won't be crippled. But we've seen people crippled at 35 with sickness, 35, right? Their heart's got a problem, or liver's got a problem because they're smoking or drinking heavy, right? And because they can afford to drink. That's the idea. I can afford to drink, so don't tell me what not to drink.
Yes.
But when they get sick, that's when they turn around and go, oh, my God, I should have listened.
And I think the other challenge that I can think of is many of us, unfortunately, in this fast-paced world, we've been programmed or got used to the quick fix. You forget that illnesses take many years or many months to build up.
About 14 years.
And then when you come to see us, you don't expect to be fixed in 5 minutes.
No.
I'm not talking about consultation time. I'm talking about the time that your body needs to heal as well. You need to go through a process. And hey, what is 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to get back the health that you spend 10, 20 years destroying? This is what a lot of people that they don't get. It's like, they want to go get a university qualification. Normally it takes 4 years, but they want to get it in a week. That is just not possible. And it's the same with your health as well.
Yeah. And that's very true. It's not possible. Even if we're to go to our GP and they prescribe something,
yes,
it will take weeks. It's not something that would, it's not magic. It's not gonna automatically.
I read one of the books I've got told a story about a billionaire who was sitting in front of the top financial planners in New York, right? He was sitting in front of them. And the billionaire said to him, I would give all my money away to get my health back. A billionaire. I'd give all my money away to get my health back.
Wow.
That's how sick he was. And he had spent years building a fortune on the outside, but inside was rotting.
Oh my God.
That billionaire was stunned. He said, the financial planner was stunned. There was a billionaire telling him, like, I'll take the money, give me my health back.
Wow.
So that's really, really, really telling, isn't it? And so that's why we put so much emphasis in educating people.
Yeah.
And I'm about to write a book actually on superfoods. That'll be a proper book, a full book.
Okay. Are you writing that now?
Yes. It's going to be about 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. It just shows that we just need to take care of ourselves.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to look after what we eat and, our physical selves as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. You guys are doing a very great job out there. No wonder you got all those awards.
Yes. Yes. More coming next year.
Yeah. Or this year, rather.
This year.
Yeah. This
year.
I'll say amen to that.
Very good.
So any advice for our viewers?
You want to know a bit?
I think the main advice would be, just like if you're in a business or if you're studying to do something, you get someone who's been through there to actually teach you. You don't go to someone who has never done it before to actually teach you. Whether you're going to school or if you're running a business, you get a business mentor who actually teaches you the way. And that's what whom we have as well. We've got several mentors in various aspects of our life. And same with your health as well. You need to come to see someone like us or get advice from someone like us to get guidance. Don't listen to like your friends or family who are not specialists in those areas because they will be giving you the wrong advice. And a lot of times, we go on the internet to try to research things. I'm not saying it's wrong, but not all the information you have on the internet is accurate.
That's true.
So it's best to actually also check with people like us who've actually done the research, who've actually proven with results that our system works and our solutions work as well. That will be the main advice to our listeners. And the rest, I think we've already said before that, make health your priority as well, because you want to live a long time to enjoy your children, the next generation, and also not burden them with having to look after you. Many people, sometimes when I ask them, why did you have children? They said, it's because they can look after me in my old age. But that really isn't the way to do it. You want to enjoy them, not, let them be slaves for you to actually look after you. If that makes sense. And likewise, if you're parents as well, you don't want to be starting to having look after children who are sick. So you need to bring them up in the right way as well. That's what we encourage those who actually may be planning to start a family. We always remind them that it's important to look after themselves before they start conceiving, rather than conceive. And even when during the pregnancy, we can actually show them as well how to actually get a healthy baby, or the chances of actually getting a healthy baby, rather than just going through the lifestyle that they're carrying, going through, and then they find that the baby is born ill. And then remember, baby is for life, right? At least for 20 years, you need to look after the baby till they grow up. Exactly. So for 20 years, you'll be suffering if you don't take care of the baby at the point of conception.
Oh my God. So the after effects.
Correct.
We don't take care of the baby in our womb. Wow.
Well, I'm just thinking
it's so powerful. I've never thought about it that way, but it's so powerful.
Thinking through what I would recommend, I would say there's 61 years of work on the YouTube channel that we've put in, right? Planet Wellness. There's 61 years of work there. There's 320 videos. The best thing you can do is go to that YouTube channel, put in Planet Wellness, and start studying each video one by one.
And our videos are not long. We've got videos as short as 2-3 minutes, and some maybe about 10-15 minutes maximum.
But in that time, in that short time, that is like 20 years of work you just read. And that's what you follow, like apple cider vinegar, like goat's milk, like herbs, right? It's all there. Right, so you got 320 videos, and then subscribe to the channel. And you'll find what will happen is that the actual channel will give you an enormous amount of information that which you can use personally. Okay, and then that's one. The second thing would be to go to our website, which is called planetwellness.co.uk, and there's a lot of good information on that as well. Okay, so that's the way to do it. Okay. So that would be the best way.
And one last advice you can think of is never think that it's too late, especially if you're younger, because many people come to see us in their 30s, their 40s. They think, it's too late to change because they've already got this illness or they've inherited the illness. It's not too late to make changes to help to get yourself better, or to prevent the illnesses that your older generations have gone through. Because not every illness can be inherited, or if it is inherited, you can actually also deal with it. For example, to give you an example, like if you have history of diabetes in your family, you know that the consequences are you probably have more chance of getting diabetes. However, if you change your lifestyle now in your 30s or 20s or whenever you are, then there's a strong chance that you won't actually inherit that illness. If that makes sense.
That does make sense. It does make sense. In a nutshell, we just need to look after ourselves basically and follow advice from people who have done the research.
Yes, exactly.
Who know about health and have done the research and they know it, and we just follow the advice like yourselves.
There's a scripture in the Bible which is very, very telling.
Yes.
It says, "Physician, heal thyself."
Yes. Yeah, I remember that scripture.
That's very powerful, because what it's saying is that if you put out that you're a doctor of some kind and you're sick all the time yourself,
nobody will believe in you.
Get yourself in good health, tremendous health, and then people will listen to you.
Exactly. True. And it shows on both of you, because you're looking so young and your skin is actually very glowing.
Exactly. Yeah. And the other thing that people don't realize, the older you get, the
Yes.
stronger you get, the younger you get, the more cars you can buy, the more houses you can buy.
Mhm,
Right?
mhm, mhm.
But if you bust your guts all week long to put money away to buy a house, and eventually you get sick when you're 50, you'll lose the house.
You would lose the house. Oh my God, that's true. That's
Makes
true.
sense, doesn't it?
Mm.
All
That
right.
is true. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming on our show today. We really appreciate all the advice.
Yes, great. Keep on. You should come and see us one day,
Yeah,
personally.
sure. I will. I will definitely come and see you.
Okay.
And drink some of your spectacular tea.
Yes.
Sure,
yes.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Right. That sounds great. All right.
Thank you so much for coming on our show. And until next time, it's
Pleasure.
bye.
Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
week.
Thank you for joining us today on Mission to Inspire. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Like, comment, leave a message. Let's stay connected. Let's jointly inspire the world.